Hey guys, this is Eric Mobley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Thank you so much and welcome back to the channel. I would love it if you would like this video and subscribe if you like more content like this with Scentsy or music, concerts, anything like that, Disney. I am your person to be subscribed to. So I definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. But in terms of Scentsy, it is officially fall in Scentsy land. So our new catalog launched on September 1st. I had a huge order go in. It was about over $1,000 worth of Scentsy. So thank you so much everyone for your pre-orders. If your customers may watch this, so thank you guys so much. I definitely appreciate it. But I am just super excited. I'll have some fall reviews coming here very soon. The boxes, I think 3 boxes are coming and they're probably gonna be huge. 3 boxes are coming and they should be here, I think Thursday. So hopefully next week I'll be able to record some content, have some reviews, and share some information, because the thing that I'm the most excited about is the new Scentsy Go, which is battery operated now. So I'm very, very excited. But today I have a consultant training and I'm sharing my thoughts and how I do open houses. So open houses are something that I started in the fall of 2020. That was kind of around the time that we were, allowed or getting more comfortable with being in person and around people. And so I was like, I'm gonna try this out, see how it goes, see if people actually come to this. And it was a really great turnout. I really enjoyed having people over at my home. It was very come and go as you please. And I have now done them every year since. I do them basically semi-annually. I try to do one every catalog change. I do a spring one, usually in April, and then I do a fall one in September, and I have occasionally done a holiday one like in November or December. I am doing one this year, but I'm really, really looking forward to this year's open house. I pause because I call them sip and sniffs, and I know other people do that too. I just think it's a really cute play on words. It's very popular. It's very catchy to the ear. It just sounds good, and it sounds just better than saying this is my open house or whatever. Because when I think of open house, I think of like a home for sale or an open house at a school. So I like to call them sip and sniffs. But for my tips, I have some notes here. So some of you might be wondering, what is an open house? An open house is basically an opportunity for your customers or family and friends. I know I have had random family members come and just support me, and I just really appreciated that. But people are able to come to your home, come and go as they please, and see what you have available, or see products, see the catalog, but you can also provide refreshments, coffee, tea, wine. I know I used to really focus on the wine part of it when I would say sip and sniff, but I do have some friends who are now sober, so I try to focus on it is coffee and wine, or something like that. And I provide different refreshments. In terms of refreshments, I typically have, I'll make a cheese dip and a cheese and cracker tray and some other kind of chips. Nothing super fancy. I try not to spend a ton of money. Granted, it is a tax write-off. I'm not a tax professional, but I do write off anything I spend money on for the open house. But that's essentially, and I provide some kind of dessert like cookies or whatever. It's usually store-bought. I do like to cook and bake, but if I'm preparing so much for this open house, I don't really have time to do too much cooking or baking. So I usually just buy everything from the store, and it's available for people. Some people who attend don't even eat anything, and that's obviously okay. But I know one year or one time I bought like 6 or 7 bottles of wine, maybe 8, and I think we only got through 3, and I had like a 6-hour open house. So, you know, not everybody's gonna drink. You gotta keep that in mind, and not everybody's gonna have your refreshment. So just take that as you will. You kind of want to gauge like maybe how many people are coming. I don't really require like an RSVP sort of thing, but like it is good to have a good idea of how many people you want to provide for. I typically have 20 to 30 people, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But again, it's very come and go as you please. A lot of people tend to come when it first starts. So a lot of times I'll have it from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So I like that 6-hour window because people can come, you know, whenever they're available. I usually have them on Sundays. So if people go to church, they can come after, or, you know, something like that. So typically I have a crowd in the very beginning. But in terms of my notes here, you want to invite people. So get the word out. You can invite them by word of mouth, and but I always create a Facebook event, or I advertise it on social media. I know if I'm on Instagram, I don't show my address, obviously, but I just really want people to come and to know that this is available to them. People get so excited about fall, and, you know, I really want them to be able to come and see what's new and, you know, hopefully place an order. So you want to create an event on Facebook. I typically, of course, have them for 6 hours, but I would highly recommend having it on a weekend. I've seen some people do them on like Thursday nights or something random like that. And maybe that works for like your customers or you or whatever, but I know for my customers, the weekend is just more practical and more logical. So I typically have them on Sundays from 12 to 6 p.m. You want to kind of gauge and maybe check with your customers. Sometimes I do a poll to see like what date would be best, and I'll pick like 2 or 3 dates, and then they can tell me which date would work best. And like based on however many people can attend, or, you know, they select which date would be best, I will pick that one. And it is also good to just get the word out like via text or private message. If you have, you know, this is your local customers. So if they are going in on a bulk order, or if they order something and you know that they're local, I have a handful of local customers who still order online. You know, they only order online, but I want them to know that this is coming, this is new, this is exciting, and they don't have to pay for shipping. So, and I also have started sending invitations in the mail. I started that in the spring. That way with my Happy Mail, my local, you know, to me, people who have ordered online, they can get an invitation in the mail, and hopefully that will kind of alert them and they'll want to come to the open house. I keep wanting to say sip and sniff. And they can also bring a friend, like if you, you know, wish to have strangers in your home. But I've had people bring, you know, their cousin, friend, mom, and, you know, everyone ends up making a purchase, and it's really, really nice. I appreciate when people have referrals and bring a friend. I also do a giveaway drawing, and it's like, I'll just put together like a basket of stuff or like a container of stuff, make it look really cute with like stuff from Dollar Tree, really, really simple. It's just something I have on hand, like wax bars, or I don't know, in the spring I did the Scentsy swipes. So whatever I have on hand, I'll make some sort of basket, and they can put their information in a drawing. If they're already your customer, you don't really need a ton of information, but if they're a new customer, I would maybe get their email and their phone number, but that's totally up to you. And I do the drawing at the very end of the sip and sniff, so they don't have to be present to win. And then I'll contact the person and let them know that they've won. And I typically will like I'll say like your prize is available for pickup. Like if they came to my house, I assume they can pick this up. So that's just how I look at it. And I don't do a ton of deliveries anymore. So like you won this, it's a free item. If you want it, you can pick it up. That's how I look at it. I love doing this with like themes. Of course, this one is fall, so I get like really cute like plates and tablecloths and a little bit of decorations. I know like it's fall, so my house is already kind of decorated for fall, so that's like what I already have as decorations. So that is, you know, having a theme is cute. So and then lastly, with like the whole like prep, you know, aspect of it, I use host rewards over time to get my stock. So I, you know, that's how I get wax, scent circles, car bars, pods. That's typically the most popular products among my customers. Warmers, if a warmer is on sale, like on clearance or on a flash sale, especially a flash sale, I will, you know, maybe buy that for the sale price, and I will, you know, sell it at the open house. I also do that for events. And if it's still available on the website, I will make it that price, of course. If it's not, I will typically like maybe discount it from the original price. That's typically what I do because it's no longer available. Excuse me. But I recommend having a catch-all party on your PWS at all times. Mine usually says no party ? Order here, and people almost always order from that one. Or September online orders, whatever, or just online orders. Just something for people to select for them to order from, and then that just gains rewards over time. And you can keep extending a party, like you can keep extending the date if you go to edit details, and you can keep extending that party as long as you want to. Like I had my no party order here open for like 6 months or something like that, and that's how I got a lot of my stuff for you know, this upcoming season, fall and winter. I got tons of wax bars, some warmers, you know, just getting ready, like certain products, and I'm just really, really excited. So that is how I get product. Now, if you're like, I don't really want to do that, you don't have to have product. You don't have to have product on hand. We are not required to. We are not allowed to advertise that we have product on hand. But essentially they could do like a cash and carry or whatever. They can bring money, have a way for payment, and you know, you could do Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, a way to take credit cards if you want to. I know I used to do Square, but I was just worried about the whole taxes and whatnot, so I don't do Square as much, especially at events and at my open houses. So I stick to the apps or cash. So but that's how I get my products. But if you don't want to have products, I recommend like definitely having catalogs, plenty of catalogs, testers available, and display products. Like if you don't have product to sell, at least display several different things, like warmers, in addition to having the wall fans or some sort of fan system, cleaning products, laundry products. Just like display it, let people pick it up and smell it, and you know, that is just so nice for people. They love that sort of thing. So just don't forget that you can just take orders, and that's totally okay. Like I always offer a bulk order at my open houses, and like 9 times out of 10 people will want something from, you know, they will want me to order something that I don't have on hand or whatever. So it's perfectly okay to just take orders. I just have them fill out an order form, I tell them their total, and then I order it with my bulk order, usually within a day of the party ending or the open house ending. you basically treat it like a party. So just keep that in mind. And even though I do have product on hand, I always try to have my testers out so that people can smell them. I don't always have I never have every fragrance, Scentsy bar on hand. So if I don't have something, they can order it or whatever. So just keep that in mind. All right, the setup. So I always try to set up the night before, sometimes even before that, because I married a type A husband who, wants to just never procrastinate and, be prepared for anything. So it's best to prepare and like set up ahead of time. Actually, the day before my open house this year, I'm working an event. So I will probably be setting up the night before. I'll probably come home from that event and then we could just set up like right away. It's gonna be a busy weekend, but I'm prepared for it. So setting up, it's nice to have, tables, tablecloths. Tablecloth just looks really nice to me, very presentable. Have like business cards, catalogs, of course. I usually try to dress like, maybe not nice, but I try to dress according to what's going on. So if it's fall, I'll wear like a fall inspired shirt. Like a couple of years ago, I wore like a Hocus Pocus shirt, and I know for the holiday one, I wore like a Christmas shirt. So, just making it cute, or you can just dress nice. I mean, you are promoting your business, so especially if you meet people that you've never met before, it is nice to just look presentable, or, just nice in general. You don't want to, in my opinion, have like your pajamas on or sweatpants or whatever. So unless you're just super comfortable with those people that or whatever, I try to look at least just presentable. I usually, I kind of went over this, but I have like coffee and wine, and I usually provide like some sort of menu. In terms of coffee, I'll provide like hot coffee. Honestly, in the past, I haven't had people who actually like want hot coffee, but I do like prepare it with my coffee machine. And just, if people want it, I can just turn the coffee machine on and it's ready in a couple of minutes. But I typically just provide like cold brew and like creamers and, whatever creamer I have on hand. I know last year I like made my own cold brew, and I had like the pumpkin cream cold foam that I made at home, and people loved it. So whatever you want to do, that's totally up to you. And then I think this year I'll just have like 4 bottles of wine, and whoever wants to drink it. And then I usually have like sodas and bottles of water. I just get like 2 liters, usually just like Coke and Diet Coke. And then I have like bottled water, because not 9 times, but a lot of people, like I say, aren't there for your refreshments. So just keep that in mind. I typically try to get like cute plates and napkins and stuff like that. And people they really enjoy it. And yes, display current products if you can. I know some things like I have fall warmers from the past that I love, and I think that's totally okay, but I would say display as many current products as you can, like currently available, and also warm or have in your pods current scents that are available as much as possible. If not, I would say like if it's a fall open house, at least warm something like spice or bakery or something like that, because it kind of goes with the vibe, and you're like selling this product. And if somebody's like, oh my gosh, it smells amazing in here, what are you warming? I can tell them. Or if it's something that's not current, I could just maybe suggest something similar. All right. And I also try to have freebies, or like you would go to a birthday party as a kid a lot of times, and they would have like treat bags. So every customer gets some sort of treat bag, and I usually just put like a sample in it, usually like a washer lift sample, a business card, some candy, and some like fun stickers. It's very simple. I might put like a product sheet in there or something like that, but customers love that sort of thing. It's just like personal, and I put like thank you stickers on them, and I get these little bags from, you know, Dollar Tree or wherever. Hobby Lobby, I got some there last year, or any kind of craft store. So just like little treat bags. I don't spend a ton of money, and which you shouldn't anyway, but I think customers just like that little extra touch. And like I said, customers can come and go as they please, have the payment options, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and if you are taking orders, if it's not something that you have on hand, give them a realistic time frame of when something will be in, and give them, you know, let them know, of course, when it's in. But I would maybe let them know when it ships too. So if it's a really large order, you just want to let them know, like, oh, it'll be at least a week. So, but I'll definitely let you know. Like, it's just good to let them know, like, when their order will be in. And also, as they're checking out with you, you know, it's a fun and busy season, and a lot of new products and a lot of fun stuff. People can host parties and they can do their Christmas shopping and get free and half price items and save some money. So, you know, it's a really good host conversation. You can, you know, ask them if they want to host. You know, you can even, like, if they're like almost done with you and they're about to leave, you could just be like, hey, how would you want some free and half price Scentsy this fall, or, you know, this winter or this holiday season? And it's just a really good opportunity to have a host conversation, maybe meet some new people, and, you know, just get some new customers potentially, and possibly new teamies, you know, because we can flip parties. And of course, thank them for coming. I think that is very, very important. Not that, you know, anyone wouldn't. I think that would be kind of a given, but I always thank people for coming, because they are taking time out of their busy weekend to come over to my house and smell stuff. So I definitely appreciate that. And lastly, if customers can't make it to your open house, I've had customers who maybe they tell me, like, I'm so excited, I can't wait to be there on Sunday. And then the day comes and they're sick, or something comes up. A loved one is sick, or a kid is sick, or something like that. And something happens, they can't make it. There's bad traffic, they were in a car accident, hopefully they're okay. But, you know, something happens and they can't make it, perfectly okay. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm probably, like, upset, but it's totally okay. I always, you know, try to sympathize, hope you feel better, hope everything's okay, thank you for letting me know. But I also always I let them know, I am putting in a bulk order with this open house tonight. Is there anything that you'd like to add? You know, can I send you a link for you to browse? A lot of times people will, you know, let me know, like, I can't make it, but I will, you know, add to your bulk order, and I'll pick up from your home when it comes in. So that's just a good way to extend the discounted shipping, or, you know, I can go ahead and place this order for you since you can't make it. And people tend to really appreciate that. So, but that's my tips for having an open house. Like I say, I typically have them semi-annually, and I really, really enjoy hosting them. If you have any of your own tips, I'd love to hear what you do in the comments below. I'm always looking to switch things up, and, you know, try new things. I know this year, one different thing that I'm doing is I put this on my written invitations. I didn't advertise this publicly, but I am offering the first 5 customers who show up will get a free fragrance kit, and it'll maybe have like a scent circle and a sample and whatever, but, you know, it's just a way to maybe attract people to come and maybe be one of the first 5 people to come because they're getting something for free. So, but that is just something that I have started to do this go around. But if you have any suggestions or any questions, put them in the comments below. Again, I'd love it if you'd like this video and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.